Hello student, welcome all of you on our YouTube channel. Today we have started lecture for the BSc second year class. For BSc second year class semester 3rd and paper is group 3. 7th paper, lecture 12. Today we are going to discuss very interesting and an important concept. That is, what is meant by equivalence relation. So throughout this paper, we should frequently use the term, and that is equivalence relation. So here we discuss firstly what is meant by equivalence relation, or what is the definition. Let R be a relation, R be a relation in set A, then R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalence relation in A if and only if R is reflexive, so meaning of reflexive is for all the A belongs to A are A. That means element A related to A. Second, R is symmetric. R is symmetric. So that is, if A related to B, meaning is that, implies that B related to A. Third, R is transitive. So that is ARB. That means A related to B and B related to C implies that A related to C. So any relation defined in set A, if satisfy these three conditions: first, R must be reflexive; second, R is symmetric; third, R is transitive, then we said that the relation is an equivalence relation. So equivalence relation generally denoted by this symbol. This symbol used to indicate equivalence relation. So this is a definition of equivalence relation. So if we say any relation R is equivalence, then it must be necessary that the relation R has three properties: R is reflexive, R is symmetric, and R is transitive. Now what is meant by reflexive relation? What is meant by reflexive relation? I discuss it. What is meant by reflexive relation? Let R be any relation. R be any relation in the set A. So we know that R is subset of A cross A, no doubt. Then if R is a reflexive, see here, R is reflexive, then it must that A belongs to R. Relation is the order pair. Relation is the order pair. So any order pair A belongs to R, A belongs to R. That means A belongs to A. If this A belongs to A, then A order pair must be in A. Such a type of a relation is called reflexive relation. We discuss one example. Let A be the set having element 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elements are there. Now, I discuss some relation. First, R1. So in R1 there are 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4, 4. This is the first, this is the R1. So in A, what is over A? In A there are element 1, 2, 3 and 4. So for the 1, in our definition we know that for all the A belongs to A, in relation there is 1, 1. That means A order pair is necessary. A order pair is necessary. So there is a 1, 1, 1 is there. There is 2, but 2, 2 is not there. 2, 2, this order pair is not in the R1. In the relation R1, 2, 2 not belongs to this. 3, 3 is there, no problem. 4, 4 is there, no problem. But 2, 2 does not belongs to R1, and therefore R1 relation is not reflexive. Remember this. That means if A be the set of all lines, A be the set of all lines, line L1, line L2, line L3, line L4, like this. Suppose A be the set of all line L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, like this. And if we define the relation R, a relation R, parallel line, so it must be necessary L1 line parallel to L1 itself, no problem. L1 may be parallel to L2. If L1 is parallel to L2, then we take this element here, otherwise no. But it is compulsory that L1 parallel to L1, L2 parallel to L2, L3 parallel to L3 and L4 parallel to L4. No doubt. and therefore if A is the set of any lines, and we define the relation that is parallel line, then we have to take L1 L1, L2 L2, L3 L3, L4 L4, because every line is parallel to itself. This is a reflexive relation. Next we discuss symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. So what is meant by symmetric relation? So if the order pair AB belongs to R, implies that BA must belongs to R in set A. That means in set A, if A be the set of parallel line L1, L2, L3, L4, then the relation R, if L1 parallel to L2, so L2 must be parallel to L1. That means if L1 L2 belongs to R, implies L2 L1 belongs to R. So if these two elements belonging to the set R, then the relation R is a symmetric relation. We can discuss some more examples like set of perpendicular line. If the line L1 perpendicular to L2, then L2 must be perpendicular to L1. So if we define the relation perpendicular or perpendicularity between the relation, then L1 L2 and L2 L1 both must belongings to this relation perpendicularity. Or we can also discuss one example, that is we have already discussed from 6th-7th standard. If T be the set of triangles T1, T2, T3, T4, set of triangles, and if we take a relation between them is equivalence, that means congruent triangle, congruency. If we discuss about their congruency, and if T1 congruence to T2, so if we take equivalency of the two triangles, and if we take T1 T2 belongings to the congruent relation, then T2 T1 must again belongings to that same relation R. So if the triangle T1 congruent to T2, then T2 must be congruent to T1, and such a type of relation is called symmetric relation. So if in the set R, if I take T1, T2, T3, T4 and T4, T3. So for every T3, T4 there is T4, T3, no problem. But for T1, T2 there is no T2, T1 in that relation R, and therefore this R relation is not symmetric relation, is not a symmetric. If I choose this, I call this is R1 and I call this is R2. If in R1 T1, T2, T2, T1, T3, T4, T4, T3. Yes, this is relation. This is symmetric relation, because T1 T2 belongs to R2, T2 T1 belongs to R2, T3 T4 belongs to R2, T4 T3 belongs to R2, like that. Now next relation is transitive relation. Transitive relation. So in transitive relation, if AB be the order pair belonging to the relation R, BA be the order pair belonging to relation R, implies that BC be the order pair belongs to R, then AC be the order pair belonging to R. It must be necessary, and such a type of relation is called as the transitive relation. So in relation R, if AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then AC must be belongs to R. So we can also revise these two three examples. First is example of parallel line. Example of parallel line. Example of perpendicular line. After that, example of congruent triangle. Congruent triangle. If triangle T1 congruent to T2, T2 congruent to T3, implies that T1 congruent to T3. Did you get? Or if second set of parallel line, P1 be the line parallel to P2, P2 be the line parallel to P3, implies that P1 line parallel to P3 line. So if A be the set of all lines, and we define the relation among them is parallel or parallel property, then we found that this, and we conclude that so set of parallel lines or set of lines among with a parallel relation, so it is also transitive relation. And if a set or if a relation satisfy these all three relations, that means reflexivity, second is symmetric, and third is transitive. If any relation satisfy all these properties, that means all these three types of relations, then relation is called as equivalence relation. And we observe that all these previous examples, first is parallel line, second perpendicular line, fourth congruent triangle. So all these examples satisfy all these three properties: reflexivity, symmetric, and transitivity. Therefore these are examples of equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. So okay, this concept is over. So in next lecture we will discuss on equivalence classes or equivalence set. What is meant by equivalence class or equivalence set? And after that we discuss the what is meant by group. So okay, thank you so much.